Hi. This is the Purple Walls Podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Purple Walls Podcast, Episode 4. I'm your host, Kron Jonan.
And I am C. Jazzy Fresh.
How are we doing today, Jazz?
Hey, good. How about you, Will?
I've been, up and down, left and right. Feeling good, feeling bad, and feeling everything in between.
Yeah, such is life, huh?
Yeah, I mean, how was your no tech week?
It was good. It was pretty technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a lot of tech, huh?
There was a lot of tech in that
God
shit.
damn it, Jazz. I'm so disappointed in you.
Yeah, tech week is harder said than done.
Yes.
I mean, easier said than
done.
Harder done than said.
What do you have to take out of the whole experience if you had anything to take
What do
out
I
of it?
glean from it?
Glean?
Yeah.
Well, no, what'd you learn from it? What'd you take from it?
Well, that's what glean means. It means to extract.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't have a word. You actually have a word?
I didn't even know I had a word, and I had a word. But
that's what it means, glean?
Glean, yeah, that means like to take something away from something else.
God damn it, I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah.
Remember I used to call my extracts clean glean back in the day
No,
when I had the New England extracts?
I don't remember.
Oh, you didn't really extract much.
No, I mean, except for my own semen.
Self-extraction.
Yeah.
But I learned that I really like technology, and that it's hard to go day to day without it. And honestly, I got to be honest with you. I feel like when I first did it, like actually no tech for like the first like 24 hours, it made me think about jail.
Really?
Yeah, because like it made me think, what did I do when I was in jail when I didn't have any like technology to like to do?
What did you do in jail?
I read a lot. Like I read more than I wanted to in jail, and like I wrote a lot and stuff like that. And I think like part of me was like didn't want to do it because it made me think about jail too much.
Yeah.
And then another part of me is just fucking lazy, and like I just didn't.
You're just a weak person.
I just didn't want to do the fucking thing. But yeah, I'm a piece of shit, dude. Yeah, that's great. Cool.
Well, hey, honestly, when you say that,
That's what
what you did in jail was read and write a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I basically read books. I read books as CJ fucking lights up the torch, ruins the audio. Don't burn the microphone, dude. Just quit being an asshole. It's a $15 microphone, folks, so it doesn't matter. Yeah,
I'll edit that out.
I stared at my fucking my ceiling fan, and I read books, and I wrote in my journal a lot. I hate calling it a journal.
Did you touch your cock at all?
No, I didn't.
That's disheartening.
Yeah, but I haven't been doing that lately because fucking whatever prescription drugs I'm on, I just have
Makes you flaccid.
Just don't have no desire to do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like I can barely get any emotion. Never mind fucking.
Can you get hard?
Oh yeah, I'm hard right now looking at you. As I have a sip of my black coffee and Jazz takes a dab. You know, I feel like this podcast's already, it's going off the rails already. But I'll just wait for you to finish before we continue. How was that? Good terps?
Yeah. I tried to suck my own cock during No Tech Week, but I couldn't do it, yeah.
The no tech couldn't get you to...
Right, I need technology to be able to suck my own dick. Otherwise, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Speaking of what you're doing with your life, how was the past week?
It was so good.
No, don't lie to me.
No, it really was. Best week of my life.
Dude, stop being
because I made it the best week of my life.
Yeah. And so
life
now
is
you're
what you
just
make
trying to fucking back up this bullshit you're spitting to me? Huh?
No, I'm telling you. I'm explaining it to you.
Okay,
There's no backing up.
All right. What made it the best week of your life?
I just like mentally, conveyed the fact that it was going to be the best week of my life,
so
and
it
was.
That?
Yeah, I like projected that shit into the future, and then it became my reality.
Do you believe in that?
Absolutely, dude.
I think you're full of shit. Tell me why.
I believe in all kinds of mystified things.
How's that song go?
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake.
All right. Well, guess what?
What?
I'm pissed off.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Can you guess why?
No.
'Cause
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you, dude. Come on. Come on, you're ruining it.
I don't give a fuck.
I hate you. Why are you even doing this fucking podcast? I'm about to kick this fucking...
We're not even supposed to be using technology right
microphone. No, it's over. The No Tech Week is over.
Shit.
Officially.
Oh, shit.
We can fucking jerk off and play...
And fuck ourselves in the ass.
And fucking play as many video games. I'm going to fucking play video games while I jerk off.
Oh, while he's sexting on his cell phone.
On my phone sex. No, I'm pissed off at Boob.
Fuck him.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
And fuck Boob, too.
Yeah. Boob, you're an asshole for not coming on the podcast.
Boob, you don't want to come on our podcast. I get it,
Just
dude.
be honest,
Yeah,
man.
just say that you'd rather just sit on your couch and watch fucking Guy Fieri diners, dives, and drive-ins.
Drive in and dive
Yeah.
into
and
the
die,
drive-in.
Die into the drive-in.
Die, drive-ins, and diets.
That's the only thing you ever watch when I'm over there, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's a nice-looking fellow, but his voice is...
Yeah, it gets to be a bit much.
You know, sometimes Jimmy watches that fucking horse shit. It kind of pisses me off.
So
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that we'll probably never have a guest on.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean, we need Steve-O
we
on.
try, yeah, but that's not going to happen either.
You don't think Steve-O's going to come
Hell
on?
no.
All right, we'll find out.
Hell no, he ain't going to.
What about Elon Musk?
We probably have a better chance of getting him on than anyone else.
Hey, Elon, if you're listening, come on down.
Elon Musk.
Yo, did you see that he revealed the tunnels that he's been drilling?
No.
Yeah, he did that.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, he's in LA. He's boring.
I think
tunnels
it's a hoax.
under the earth.
I think it's a hoax.
Do you know what the tunnels are for?
It doesn't matter. They're a hoax.
Hey, dude, I'm trying to drop some knowledge on you. Can
I
you
don't give a shit about it.
Can you listen to me?
I don't give a fuck about it. I don't give a fuck about Musk or L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck L.A. I hope it
LA
falls into
Musk.
the ocean. I like the L.A. Musk. Musk is drilling those fucking tunnels, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
You know why he's doing it?
Because he's a faggot.
Oh. No, it's because he's trying to make alternative transportation.
Not gonna happen.
He's trying to make these like sleds that you like. It's like a parking area or like a parking spot. You park your car on, and it drops down into the tunnel, and it goes like 150 miles.
Oh
an hour.
yeah,
So
I saw that.
yeah, so your
video
car's
for
like
it.
locked in, and as it goes down the track, yeah, it's supposed
You
to.
think it'll really happen?
I don't know, dude. I mean, he fucking sent a rocket into fucking space, so I don't see why it's a possibility. I don't think it's gonna happen very soon, but I think it's definitely a possibility.
It'll be like the big dig.
A big dick.
You remember that?
No.
Nah, me either.
No. Of course I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do remember.
Me too.
I mean, like, just as much as I remember anything, which is barely.
Not a lot.
Barely at all.
But they did they ever finish the big dig?
I don't fucking know.
I think they're still doing it.
I can Google it now.
Yeah.
There's no tech.
Oh
week.
yeah, there's no tech week.
Yeah. So, how, other than your week being the best week, what happened? Give me a recap. Let me get a week recap.
All right. Well, Monday I took a poop.
Okay.
Tuesday I ate lunch with my friend Stephanie.
Who's that?
It's this chick I know.
Yeah, she nice?
Yeah, she's really good looking.
Did you touch her booty?
Touch her asshole. And then Wednesday I fucking hung out and indulged in some technology.
I know.
Thursday I did the same thing.
When you say indulge in technology, what do you mean?
All kinds of technology. I had all 3 screens on in my room.
I can see the projector in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a projector. I've been projecting my images on this white wall that you see right here.
Okay.
It's lovely, right?
You're
And
welcome.
then Friday, I hung out in Manchester.
Mhm.
Saturday,
What did you do in Manchester?
I just fucking went to a show, and then I went to a hotel room after.
How was the show?
Oh, it was a grand old time.
Yeah. Who stayed in the hotel room with you?
Carrot Top.
Just Carrot Top?
Yep.
You guys didn't party or anything?
Well, I mean, we fucking hung out and shit.
Did you
And
do drugs?
no, we don't do that.
Yeah, I don't either.
No.
No drugs?
No, this not legal in this part of the town.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What was the show?
It was Charles the First.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's a man.
It's just one man?
Yes.
And what does he do?
He plays music.
What kind of music?
Music that he creates with computer programs.
Oh, so it's EDM?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
Or does it have like visual aspects to the show? Was
Nah,
it
they had some shit, but it wasn't part of his own
It wasn't like a big
set.
Oh, okay.
It was like
it wasn't like Closey who's got the fucking
it was like a background and there was lasers and shit. It looked pretty cool. How about you? How was your week, Will?
Well, it sucked, just like it always does. You know,
How come?
Work like 50 hours and fucking, just nothing but fucking depression, like always.
How come you don't like working?
Do you like working?
Yeah,
Do you?
I like money.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
that's the
That's the
result
only way.
of working.
That's the only way to get money, though.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
You could suck dick for money.
Or you could steal some shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways.
But that's
to get
still
money.
working.
You still
Right?
What, the dick sucking?
Any
and
of
the
it,
stealing?
all of it. You're still doing physical labor.
I guess that's true. It depends on what you're stealing, I guess.
Oh, like if you were doing computer shit?
Yeah, but I guess that's
You're still working,
You're still
yeah.
typing. No
Yeah.
Tech Week. Shout out. Shout
You
out
can't steal shit.
Shout out to No Tech Week. That was the dumbest fucking idea ever, and I never want to do it again.
Yeah,
Is that okay with you?
the only time I'm gonna do that is if I get lost in the woods and I have to fucking...
What if you go back to jail?
Well, you know what? I might get an FM radio.
So fuck No Tech Week, even in jail.
Yeah, even in jail, dude. You think these motherfuckers ain't technical in jail, dude? They're using all kinds of
You
technology.
got Tech Nines.
Yeah, they're sending kites through fucking text messages.
I think that was the funniest thing that Arash said to me all week.
What?
He was like, "Can you still listen to Tech Nine?" Because I was doing just the music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you should have been able to, right?
I don't know.
But you didn't, though?
No.
No.
I don't really like Tech Nine.
You don't care much
No.
for that motherfucker?
I mean, he's alright, but fuck him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't really listen to him on your off time.
No.
Or your on time, really.
Oh, yeah, my fucking...
How's that black coffee?
On time. It's
Whoops.
good. It's
Just
good.
fucking throw that shit.
Fucking 5... What is it, 6 p.m. drinking black coffee?
Hey.
Be at work at 10?
What?
Taco Tuesday!
Go down and visit your local tortilla flats. Epping, New Hampshire, Merrimack, New Hampshire, and
Something, Maine.
Portland, Maine, for authentic, handmade
Semen burritos.
semen burritos, and all authentically made by a Mexican,
By me.
which is basically a
I'm
Mexican.
a Mexican. Yo, I got a good story for you.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I'm about to tell you.
All right, sick.
So, you know how we get cilantro?
I do know that.
Shout out to fucking Clayton. I know he's working right now.
Shout out
he's
Claiborne.
He's probably fucking something up right now.
Yo, shout out Claiborne.
Jimmy's probably screaming at him right now.
Claiborne's probably on the verge of crying. All right, so what happened?
So, you know how we get cilantro?
I do.
Yeah, and you know how the way we store it in the walk-in is we put it in a pan, put water in the pan, and we...
Yeah, the stalks.
He took the fucking brown paper bag that the cilantro was... It just shoved it in the water. Just left the fucking paper bag in the water.
What is wrong with that boy?
I don't know, but would you assume that that's some borderline, autism or something?
Yeah, he sounds like he's more retarded than I am.
That's a bold statement. You hear that, Clayton?
Right, Clayton? You might even be more retarded than I am, and I'm actually retarded. So, that's not good.
So we
dude.
don't even know what that means. We have no idea. We have no idea what that means.
That just means you better watch where you're going, boy.
So, hey, what plans you got in the future coming up? Got anything good on the agenda?
Oh, dude, I got all kinds of work lined up, dog.
Yeah. How much work you got lined up?
Fuck, so much, dude. I got like...
What do you got going on?
I
as
got
far
like
as
5 lawn cleanups, which entail cleaning leaves and debris and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a bunch of plowing accounts. I got like 4 plowing accounts, like ready to
Is
go.
the truck ready?
I got my new plow truck. I just gotta register it. Gotta get a alignment, get an inspection,
Yeah.
and then it'll be ready to go. I've been driving it around just like up and down the street since I bought
to
it,
make
just
sure.
to keep it going. Yeah, see if
Drive it into Rick Tobin's fucking house.
that would be a good move.
Yeah.
But yeah, that truck's nice, man. I can't wait to start making some moolah with it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
If you ever need a hand, let me know. Psych, I'm just gonna be making burritos
I
for the
know,
rest of my
dude.
life.
You're gonna be burritoing it all day long.
Yeah, well, at least I'm a manager now. I'm making pretty decent money.
You're making decent cake and you're getting good hours and you're getting some OT, so there's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, and I get to tell people what to do. So
Yeah, and you're good at that.
I am. They just don't fucking listen. So
No one listens.
No.
No one listens because they can barely pay attention. You know
Honestly,
what I mean?
man, I've come to the conclusion in my life that most people are just stupid as fuck.
Yep.
Most people are just dumb and unaware and are gonna live their lives as you know.
such.
You know what an NPC is?
Nope.
An NPC in a video game is a non-playable character. So it would be like, if you like, let's say you're playing Zelda or something, and you go into a town and you can like talk to all the townspeople and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They're all NPCs, meaning you can't play them or use them in any way. Shape.
Okay.
I feel like the majority of the population to me are just NPCs, people that I look at and I'm like, who gives a fuck about that person?
Right.
That person's a fucking idiot, and I don't know what happened. I used to be such a nice kid, and now I'm just so callous and fucking
You were a nice
angry.
kid?
I was a nice kid way back.
Must have
in the
been before I met you.
Definitely. Definitely before you met me.
Because that's when I started introducing you to all kinds of drugs.
I don't think it's your fault.
Well, most my fault.
I disagree. Don't you dare do that to me. Don't act like you're fucking...
I think I introduced you to cocaine,
No.
acid,
Acid, definitely.
MDMA,
Yes. Yes. And
mushrooms.
and opiates.
Well, yeah, I guess so. When I had the oxys
Yeah, and
back in the
30s
day.
too.
Yeah.
I used to fuck with the I miss the 30s.
Yeah,
too.
I got the oxys. You just met me at a bad time in my life.
I mean, we're still friends.
Yeah,
so
no, I
that's
know,
a-
but you might have not have done all the things that you have done
I would have
had
done
you
it.
not met me.
Yeah, I would have done it. And if you think about it, it's probably better off that I did it with you because you at least didn't fuck me over too much. You know
And
what
I
mean?
did hardcore shit.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. I had a good time.
Like
Can't do that no more.
banging 80s in the bathroom.
I miss doing that.
That was a good time.
It was a good time.
Sometimes
Shout out to 80s.
I think that I will go back to it sometime.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I'll get fed up with life eventually and just be like, fuck everything.
Really?
Start banging dope again.
Oh,
Drinking alcohol.
Shit.
It's either that or kill myself, so.
Do you think that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause I just don't see anything ever getting any better.
You don't. You really honestly
Nah,
believe that?
I think it'll get worse, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
At what point do you think you'll hit where you'll?
I don't know. That's the question.
Are you like waiting for that point in your life or? No?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, you know.
Kind of just like aimlessly, like waiting around, like not taking life seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing my therapist said to me today that made a lot of sense was she says that when it comes to like loss and grieving and shit, that they all stack up on each other.
Yeah.
So every time something fucked up happens to you and you lose something, like let's say your freedom if you go to jail or whatever, they all stack on each other. So the next time something shitty happens to you, it feels worse than the first time. And I could definitely see myself having a fucking mental breakdown sometime. Like if my mom died, I'd probably start doing drugs again.
Yeah.
You know, or drinking again.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta cope somehow, dude, and some people don't have the mental capacity to cope with things without something else, like without a substance, you know?
That's what I'm trying to learn how to do.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard.
But, I mean, what I think is that I think some people just can't do it,
They're
you
just
know?
not cut out for it.
Yeah, they just don't know how to change their thought patterns to...
No, I understand. I definitely do.
To be like, I gotta find joy in something else. Like I don't find, like I was thinking about the other day, like I think ever since I stopped doing opiates, like I've kind of just been in like a fucking like lull, like daze.
Yeah.
And like I just like nothing really like matters, you know, and like I don't get excited really much about anything anymore. And like I think some of that has to do with not drinking too, but like even when I went out to Manchester, it was like I went to the show and I was like, I wanted to leave before it was even done because I was just like tired and I don't care about partying anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's a chemical. I gotta stop saying I mean and like fucking hate doing that. There's a chemical composition in your brain and it has to be out of whack.
Yeah, definitely from all the drugs that I mainlined. So
I
might as well just keep going with it. You know what I mean? That's
only
my
gonna get worse.
Right. So I might as well. I mean, it's already bad now, so I might as well just fucking make it worse. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be.
What?
Your drug use and like.
Yeah, my drug use isn't as bad, but my brain's still fucked up from it. I mean, it must be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure it is, but do you feel like it was as bad as when you were doing hard shit?
Honestly, dude, I think I was more outgoing when I was doing opiates, and I worked harder because like I it didn't like I was like content with being high on opiates, so like whatever I was doing was like a breeze.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I like it wasn't like, oh, I gotta fucking do all this shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the mental thought I have every time I need to do anything. When I need to do my laundry, my dishes, fucking cleaning up a yard.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look at all this shit I have to do. Like this sucks, and then it just like progresses and like and everything just like keeps sucking, and I get mad at everything. When I'm on like opiates or like, you know, even alcohol in that case, like that shit doesn't, it's not a thought.
Mhm.
You know, you don't even think about that shit
Yeah.
when you're fucked up on drugs, and it just makes it easier to cope with everything. It just
Mhm.
makes it easier to get through the day.
I agree.
I don't think I'll ever like not think the way that I do.
You don't.
Because I think I thought negative thoughts about myself even before I started doing drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of negative thoughts?
Like that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart, there's something wrong with me. Like fucking...
I'm reading a book. It's called Adult Children of Alcoholics. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick.
Yeah, let's have a look at it. Is it in the car?
No, it's
Oh, you got it right here.
Yep. It's in my old bag.
He's got his backpack, folks. Everyone calm down. Let me see. Let's show it to the cam, show it to the viewers, all our fucking millions of viewers.
So, would you say that you're a child of an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Two alcoholics?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll read the back for you. And,
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. So it gives a list of characteristics that children of alcoholics have, and I'll just read them. Here we go. Adult children of alcoholics guess at what normal behavior is, have difficulty following a project through from beginning to end, lie when it would just be easier to tell the truth, judge themselves without mercy, have difficulty having fun, take themselves very seriously, have difficulty with intimate relationships, overreact to changes over which they have no control, constantly seek approval and affirmation, usually feel that they are different from other people, are super responsible or super irresponsible, are extremely loyal even in the face of evidence that the loyalty is undeserved, and are impulsive.
I think I probably fall into a few of those categories.
I definitely fall into the ones that jump out to me are judge themselves without mercy, take themselves very seriously, have difficulty with intimate relationships, overreact to changes over which they have no control, and constantly seek approval and affirmation. And the biggest one for me was are extremely loyal even in the face of evidence that the loyalty is undeserved.
So does the book go into to explain like the reasoning behind that shit?
Well, it's basically how your brain is developed when you have a parent that's an alcoholic. How you just don't get certain things that are necessary for like a good healthy mental development.
And let's be honest, dude, like when our parents like were like, you know, conceiving us, like there probably wasn't as much information about like being born, like drinking while
she like talks
pregnant
about that, about how when she wrote that or started writing that book in like the 70s or early 80s, and she said that most of the publishers didn't even want to publish the book because they said it was like it's just like a niche market that no one really gives a fuck about, she said that she really had to like push to get the book like published. Yeah,
because I would assume that, like, I mean, I would think that, I mean, my parents probably were still drinking when they, you know what I mean? Like, when they were pregnant with me, or when my mom was pregnant with me.
Well,
and, like, probably doing drugs and, like, drinking when I was conceived, you know what I mean?
Or even, like, just when you grew up, when you were a kid, you know, just the environment that you're brought up in is very, you know, it shapes who you are, and if your parents are alcoholics, there's certain things that, and nobody's parents are perfect, but there's a certain characteristic that most people whose parents are alcoholics end up having, and it's because of the absence of like certain aspects of development when you're growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, you know, I always think though about like my older sister. Like, you know, she lived in the same house that I did for, you know, 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
And she's nothing like me, you know what I mean? She never had a problem with like alcohol and drugs. She barely uses alcohol.
Weird.
You know?
Yeah, it's weird how like
yeah, like I feel like she almost like looked at my parents and like wanted to be the opposite of them. You know what I mean?
You know,
and I looked up to my parents, so I was like, you know what I mean?
well, that's one of the things too. One of the lines was are either super responsible or irresponsible, and that's because some children of alcoholics, they have the opposite effect, where it makes them so angry and bitter that they're like, oh, I'm never gonna, I'm not gonna be those people. I can't believe they did that shit to me, so I'm gonna do the opposite, and I'm gonna work super hard or whatever. And
I wish I could have done that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's healthier, I guess, in a way, but you're still fucked up.
But you're still fucked up, and at the end of the day, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you can do different now.
There's a bunch of that bullshit.
It just sucks, like, I don't know, to feel like everything's hopeless, kind of, you know what I mean? And, like, dude, like, sometimes I feel like living with my mom is, like, kind of fucking, like, dragging me down a little bit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, I don't know if I'd be able to afford to live on my own. Like, I don't...
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I guess it's something like what we were talking about. What was the artist that you sent me the...
Oh, Eli?
Yeah, because if you think too much into the future, you get discouraged, and if you think about the past, you get discouraged.
Yeah.
You really honestly have to. The only way to improve yourself is to think about like now. You know,
but it's so weird because logical people don't. They think into the future. They think about what's gonna happen like later on. You know, like they plan and like prepare and shit like that.
I agree. I definitely do. But I feel like when you're a substance abuser, you don't have anything to health. So if you're trying to think in a healthy manner, you don't have anything to fall back on, future or past. If you think to yourself, "Oh, I'm sober now, so what am I going to do in the future?" You have no fucking idea. You didn't have a good foundation to start with. So how the fuck are you going to figure out? That's how I feel when I think about the future. I just get so nervous because I'm like, how the fuck, what am I going to do next?
Yeah.
And then if I think about my past, it's just all drugs and alcohol. So there's nothing good to think about in the back there. If anything, when I think about my past, I think about why I did what I did, and you know, what reasoning I had for it and how I can get away from that reasoning. I honestly, ever since I stopped drinking, which is 59 days, almost 2 months, which isn't bad, and I started taking the Prozac. I know the Prozac has the side effects, but I definitely am thinking clear.
Yeah.
I'm still not positive. I still struggle with depression every day, but I'm definitely thinking more clear and being a little more like honest with myself, and not being like as chaotic and sporadic and just, you know, having a good solid, like, you know, approach to the, you know, learning to live again, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right. And we all need to learn coping mechanisms, and ours were just never healthy coping.
I wonder. It would be great to get a sober person on here.
Yeah,
like someone who's never really
who's like successful.
Even if they weren't successful, just someone who's never done drugs or alcohol, just to like pick their brain and be like, you know, what do you do when you feel like angry and like you feel like punching something, or like you feel like something isn't fair and it's out of your control and you can't change it. Like, what do you do? Like, how do you cope with things? You know, that would be great. That would be a great like thing to ask someone.
I can think of so many times in my life that were alcohol like fuel, like my alcohol consumption was fueled by my feelings. Like I would get pissed off about something, and then I would drink heavier than I normally drink, and I would get drunk way faster. And I'd like take it out on the bottle. Dude, it really, really is hard to learn new coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
And honestly, the No Tech Week is really put things into perspective for me, just for the fact that I had to sit in my room in my own head.
Yeah.
I didn't have video games or YouTube to like stare at and kind of and let, you know, just kind of mindlessly. I had to write shit down in my notebook and read, and I chose things to read that could give me extra information. And I don't know how to cope with shit, man. I still don't, but I think I honestly think it's possible to rewire yourself, and I believe it's never too late.
Yeah, right.
I know. I can definitely understand the negativity and the fucking being like, fuck it, let's just do it again kind of idea. But I believe that it took me this long to get here, and drugs and alcohol got me to the point where I was fucking miserable. So what makes me think that going back to doing it is gonna make me feel any better?
Right.
Maybe I'm just doomed to feel like shit for the rest of my life.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, you know, what's worse, feeling like shit for the rest of your life, or fucking coping with it with drugs and alcohol? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's under the assumption that you're going to feel like shit for the rest of your life, and I don't know if that's. I don't know if you can necessarily
so weird.
say
Like, I wonder.
True.
You're
it's
right.
True.
You're right. You can't. But like, I feel like it's impossible. Like, I know it's not. Or I mean, I know it's not, because people change their lives all the time. But like, I guess it's like one of those things. Like, how bad do you want it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, you don't realize it, man, when you're in it. But depression and like substance abuse, when you're in it, it really fucks with you. And I just didn't realize that. I was just lying to myself, man. I would drink like crazy, and I thought that it wasn't affecting me as heavily as it was.
It was, right.
But it really was affecting me a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Yeah, you don't notice it until you stop
just don't
doing
know.
it.
And there's no easy way to get out of depression. You just have to work at it. You ever thought about going to talk to somebody, man?
Yeah, I don't have the money for that though, dude.
I understand. Yeah.
It's like $40 a whack at least. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, I'm glad I have the situation that I do.
Yeah, like I it would be nice, you know, but like I literally just don't. I mean, it'd probably be worth like my mental health, but
yeah,
I'm just thinking like, you know, once a week, fucking, you're talking like $50 a week.
Yeah,
it's $200 a month.
Well, maybe someday when you're more financially secure, you should definitely pursue it. Maybe.
Yeah, or I should like try to get fucking free healthcare, you know, through the state.
Yeah,
I gotta apply for it.
Well, you know, you can always use the internet to help yourself figure out exactly how you feel and why you feel. Not exactly, but like I can point you in directions. And maybe if you want to read that book after I'm done reading it, give it a shot. Honestly, man, I believe that you can make yourself more positive and think differently. It's just hard. I ask Phyllis all the time, like, how do I do this? How do I get over, loss? And that's what caused my sobriety, was just a heavy amount of loss and just dealing with it all the time. It started when, Nicole cheated on me. It started when my dad got sick and fucking he died and he's gone. And he was my guidance. He kind of shaped me to be who I am. And him much more than my mom influenced me, and he's just gone. And every time something bad happens, I don't know how to deal with it. And I was like, how do I do this? How do I get over the grievance? How do I not run away from the feelings with fucking drugs and alcohol? And she was like, you just got to go through it. You got to sit there and think about it and just battle it yourself. And that's the thing, is you have to convince yourself that you're going to be better. That's the only way you're going to get better, is if you can convince yourself that you can become happier. And it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to just pretend to be happier. But if you can think about it long enough and you want it bad enough, you can convince yourself that you will get happy someday.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I can see changes in myself already. The way I think is different. My mood's different. And obviously the prescription drugs are helping, definitely. But at the same time, that just makes me realize how much the chemical in my balance in my head was off, for one, and how much it actually really does matter. One thing that alcohol does is it drains all the serotonin out of your head. It just does. And I know that feeling, and I know what it's like to go day by day being drunk and waking up with a hangover and then drinking, and the only solace you get in the day is knowing that you're going to go back to drinking the next.
Right.
And it's really crazy. And like, you're not even happy at some point you're not even happy when you're drunk. It's just better than being sober, because when you're sober, it's fucking brutal. Yeah. And it's just and going to the gym put serotonin in my brain, and the prescription drugs put serotonin in my brain, and now I just got to figure out how to, when the balance in my brain, straightens out a little bit, how do I become a healthy person? How do I make those coping mechanisms? How do I advance and not be the fucking same person I've been for the past 30 years? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So it's an ongoing battle.
It really is, dude.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want you to be negative, man.
Yeah, but it's hard not to.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have me. You can talk to me. I mean, I'm not a fucking
Yeah, at the end of
scumbag.
the day, I gotta deal with myself, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what kind?
Like I'm alone with myself at the end of the day, you know. So like,
Yeah.
it fucking, I don't know.
What would you say? What would you say if you had to name 3 things that the things that make you the most upset, the things that you get the most down on yourself about? What would they be?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's like it's not really like anything specific. It's more like just like a underlying like feeling of like just like pointlessness and you know what I mean, and like
Everyday activity, just about everything.
yeah, just like I don't know. It's weird, man. It's tough.
It's like what you were saying about how even just the simplest tasks seem.
Yeah, they're just like it sucks.
Yeah.
Doing everything.
Yeah.
And I don't do anything that I should because I hate doing it, you know.
I'm telling you, dude, it's
cleaning my room, friggin' maintaining my stuff, and like
yeah, you do that shit when you start to feel better, you just start doing that shit.
Yeah.
It happens. I'm telling you, man. Like, I feel like you really do have, like, an issue with, like, whatever the serotonin in your brain
Yeah,
is. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not going to tell you that
Yeah.
I'm first.
But I agree with
you
that.
just have to have an issue with the overall serotonin. And honestly, man, I started smoking again. I smoked a little bit over no tech week because I was fucking losing my mind.
Yeah.
And I felt more angry the next day than I did when I wasn't smoking. I just felt angrier when I woke up and a little more sad and shit. Yeah, and I think there's a place for smoking weed just because it makes you like it makes you more aware and it makes you more considerate and you think through things more.
Right.
But if you smoke too much weed, dude, it's the same thing as fucking as drinking or not the same but close.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same kind of mechanism.
Yeah. So I just feel like you should maybe give yourself a shot at. I'm not saying get over it right away, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's got to be some way that you can get the serotonin to come back in your brain. Maybe you can Google, natural ways to do it.
Yeah.
I know going to the gym helps. Did you feel better over the summer when you were like working hard and stuff like that? Did you feel mentally better?
Not really. I mean, it was like when I first started doing the job and stuff like that, it was nice, but then it like kind of lost, it's like friggin'
It's lost its
whatever.
What's the word? It's novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like day by day.
And now it's just like, now I'm just like working,
Well, have you ever consider going further?
No, because but I mean, I can't do it by myself, dude. I need to get like solid people working for me.
Well, that's what I mean. That's the next step, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a big, it's a lot of commitment.
Yeah. I mean, eventually someday.
I think like the idea was to like use that job as like keep me busy and like not smoke as much and and it's like now I smoke like a lot now, so.
What about the music? How's the music been going? Like making music?
Good. I've been working on a lot of music. Been doing a lot of stuff on the MPC.
Mhm.
I jammed at Boob's house yesterday with the band, and
Mhm.
Boob wasn't really feeling it yesterday.
Was he drunk?
I don't know. He might have been hungover because we practiced early.
Yeah.
At 11.
Mhm. I think Sundays are rough days for him.
Yeah. So are Mondays.
Yeah. Fuck you, Boob.
Every day.
Fuck off. Boob.
Except for the day when you can just sit home and drink all day. It's the only good day for him.
What way would you say that smoking do you smoke when you do your music?
Sometimes.
What do you think it's harder to make music when you smoke or easier?
I think I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. It can go either way, really.
Yeah.
When I first got the MPC, I wasn't smoking and I was like making music, I just had first gotten the thing, and like it wasn't like really making that great of music, and then I started smoking again.
Yeah.
Like after I had gotten it, and like I felt like it made me more comfortable with just sitting there and listening to sounds and like listening to things on repeat. Like I could just like keep, you know what I mean? Like it seemed like it took some of the anxiety away, but now it's just like now that I smoke every day and I'm always plateaued like high.
Yeah.
It's just like the same, you know. It's
You're
like
getting
it's like
back.
I wasn't. It's like I'm not high, but you know, same kind of.
If you had the decision to make right now, if I said to you, hey, I can give you a pill that will make it so you never want to smoke weed, do drugs, or drink ever again, and it will make you happy, would you take it or no?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, would you? If
Even if it didn't make me happy.
Yeah, if someone was like, I have a drug that will make it so you never want to drink or do drugs ever again, would you take it?
Yeah.
So, how do you think you can get to that point in your life without the pill?
If I kill myself.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got is if you fucking kill yourself?
Yeah.
It's so fucking
It's
brutal,
tough.
dude. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm much better because I started smoking again. But
Well, we'll see where it goes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, killing myself is, like, last resort, and, like, I don't feel the want to kill myself right now.
I do.
But
For reals.
But
For fucking reals, son.
Did you tell Philly that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her a bunch of times, dude. And
She doesn't care.
No, she does. It's
Yeah.
just she's told me if I ever feel like actually doing it to check myself in. And there was one night where
You were thinking about it?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was scary, you know. I don't know why it's so in my face lately, but lately it's been.
Yeah.
And I know it's just me being like sad and weak, but it's because I feel the way you were talking about, where honestly I get enjoyment out of absolutely nothing right now.
Yeah.
Like nothing makes me happy. People annoy the fucking piss out of me. I'm hoping that eventually I can get to the point where I can be happy and things will, you know,
I'm hoping
stimulate me.
I guess like I mean I shouldn't be so negative, but like it just right now that's where it feels like it's going. But like who knows? You know, maybe in 10 years, like I won't like something will just change.
Yeah,
and then I'll have like some kind of other thought pattern.
I challenge you, man, to start the change. I know it sounds corny and shit, but for real, if you even just. Like we were talking about the no tech week, that thought of, all right, I don't need to scroll through my Facebook anymore. Even if you just start small, and work your way towards, you know, maybe not smoking as much, being a little more positive.
I know that's what I gotta do.
Maybe do one task a day. It doesn't have to be all the dishes.
Right.
It doesn't have to be all the laundry. It can just do the laundry.
Yeah.
And at least that's one thing, and just start slow and work your way up.
That's a good idea. I should write like a little schedule, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or even just a small to-do list.
Yeah, to-do list.
And
daily.
I'm telling you, if you I save smoking for the end of the night at this point.
I know. I really got to do that. You know, I really.
It's
like,
just.
I know I can. You know, I'm pretty sure I can. Like I know I can not smoke at all.
Yeah.
You know, but I wonder if I can just do the. It's just so easy to be tempted by it too.
Yeah, it's too easy to smoke and still do shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you don't realize how much
it fucks
with your head until you're done doing it for a while and you see like how much differently you think. Yeah, man. I'm so fucking scared lately, man. Like I said, if I think about myself in the future, I get scared, and if I think about myself in the past, I get scared, just because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know why I'm, you know, I know what triggered me being sober, but I don't know why I'm still fulfilling it, and I'm just not thinking about it too much, and I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
I know that I'm getting a clearer mind and thinking more intelligently and being smarter. I don't have a fucking reason to stop drinking. I just know that I'm doing it and it's changing me, so I'm just going to keep doing it.
Yep.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I saw Jesus Christ, and,
Yeah.
and like I'm a better person now. I'm not lying to myself and saying I'm a better person.
Yeah.
I'm just honestly not drinking because that's what it is that I'm doing, and I can see the changes, but I know that they're not going to all come overnight. And the only way for me to benefit from it is to continue to do it. That's
Yeah.
If I went back to fucking drinking right now, that it would almost all be for nothing, because then I would kind of forget the way I feel right now.
Right.
So I just have to keep going. So
I agree with that.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know how you can do it, man, but I believe in you, pal.
Yeah.
I do. Hey, and just for the record, I yesterday I weighed in under 200 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for like first time in my life in a long fucking time.
Nice. You said you're trying to get to 185.
185.
Eventually?
Yeah, I weighed in. I might be over it now because I went to Lexi's Burgers today for my cheat meal. Shout out to
nice.
Lexi's Burgers. I had
the place was bomb.
Swayze's something. It was like fried onions, bacon, lettuce, tomato, chipotle, aioli. No, it was
Damn.
barbecue sauce. Not
Yo, that
it's
place is
fucking
so fire. Shout out to Lexi's.
Shout out to Lexi's
in
Burgers.
Exeter, and they have one
Yeah,
in
they-
Amesbury.
Isn't there? There's another one too. I think.
I
right?
think there is.
Yeah, but yeah, it's good. But anyway, I might be over now, but I was 199 yesterday.
Nice.
First time I fucking. It's
Hell
been a
yeah.
long time. I bet you I weighed more in like 3rd grade than I do now.
Did you use an analog scale?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I did use an analog scale. Why is that more?
That
accurate?
was no Tech Week.
Oh, go fuck yourself, dude. Fucking fag. Fucking douchebag. All right, how much time we got left? 15 minutes.
I just want to give a couple quick shout outs.
All right, shout it out.
Shout out to Don Sullivan
fuck is
from
that?
Electric Impulse who hosted that show that I went to.
Yeah,
The
one that you didn't like and wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that had nothing to do with the music.
No,
that had everything to do
It's
with
not, it's not
how
like
much
Don
of a
did a
miserable
shitty job.
Yeah,
You're just
it
a
had-
shitty person.
had everything to do with how miserable I am.
Yeah.
But it was a cool venue. It was at the Jewel music venue in Manchester.
Okay.
And it was cool because there's like couches and shit, and you can just like hang out, and they have a little outside smoking area, and security was mad relaxed. Everyone was cool.
Cool.
Had a good time, and I'm thinking about doing a set for the open. They do have like an open mic type of thing for the music, and I'm
Fucking do it, dude.
trying to get a set ready, and I'm just gonna kind of take your advice and just do it.
Fucking
and
do it.
regardless of like
I'll come.
I
I'll be
know
there.
the music isn't finished, but I'm just gonna go do it because like I just want people to hear what I have and see how they react to it.
Sure.
And then I know it needs work, but like we'll see like if it has any kind of grab, I guess. For,
Yeah,
for
I mean,
anyone.
I don't think your first set should ever be.
The best one you ever did.
No, well, just you shouldn't gauge how it's gonna go based on one set. You always have to
Exactly.
keep working on your craft, and
Yep.
I'm sure there's plenty of artists that will tell you that. Good example is obviously Russ. I like Russ, and he fucking made like 10 or 11 albums on SoundCloud before he ever blew up.
Yeah.
Like he just kept making music, and no one fucking listened to it. And then
Well, I
all this-
wonder if he like performed live while he wasn't like a big star.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
Like,
has
it's
some
like-
songs where he talks about like doing that.
Like
shit,
it's like,
so.
how do you know when you're ready to do your first set?
I don't think
you
do know. You just
So-
got to do it. You just have
You
to
just
do
gotta
it.
do it.
Just got to do it. You don't. You can't say like, oh, now I'm ready. You just have to go, and just keep going. And don't if you want to make music, you enjoy making music. That's what you do on your free time. Then just go do it, man.
Yeah, and I want to get like my stage fright. Like
Yeah,
cured,
there's a lot of
yeah.
healthy things that can come from going up and performing like
yeah,
that. And then, dude, I told you I'll come to your first show.
in front of people. I gotta
be
get a
there.
bunch of people to come.
What other shout-outs do you have? You had Don Sullivan.
Yeah, Don
else?
Sullivan.
Who else you shouting out?
I want to shout out me.
Yeah, yourself.
Yeah,
Why?
because I'm the man,
Yeah.
and I get this sweet Chicago
I'm
Bulls.
high too, bitch. Quit grabbing my t-shirt.
Yeah, quit grabbing that T-shirt, dude.
Fucking bitch.
I want to give a shout out to Rick Tobin
Oh yeah.
for getting that truck ready for me.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking plow truck. Miller Maintenance, hit me up, 603. Just kidding. But no, really, hit me up though if you need some
If you
plowing
need
done.
some leaves moved.
Yeah, you need some plowing. You need any of that shit, holler at me.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it for the shout outs.
All right. Let me get some shout-outs.
Yeah, definitely.
Who do I want to shout out? All right. I'll shout out first. I'll shout out Philly.
Philly muscle cock.
Shout out to Phyllis Dalby. That's my therapist. And when I first started going to her, I felt a lot of anxiety and stuff, but I actually enjoy going to see her now. She kind of helps me.
She's therapeutic.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of guidance in my life, and I don't know who to look up to and look towards to help me find where I'm going. And she's an older lady, and she's been through a lot of shit in her life, so
Yeah.
she has good perspective and helps me figure out the way to think about things. So shout out to Philly Musclecock. Shout out to Alexa from work. She's doing all right, and she had a seizure last week on Saturday. I talked about it at the last podcast. She's doing okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Shout out to let me think here. Shout out to Rachel. Rachel's in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know why the fuck she's in there, but she's in Nashville for some
She's all
stupid.
up in there.
I called her earlier, and she just like picked up, and she was like, "Oh, I'm in Nashville," and I thought she was like lying to me for some reason, and then she told me she was for real, and I guess she had just gotten there, and she was in the hotel, and I guess someone took a dump in the elevator.
Oh,
isn't that terrible?
What?
Yeah, she was like, "There's shit in this elevator."
That is not
That's
good.
upsetting. What kind of fucking human being does that shit?
She took a big dookie right in it.
Just right in the elevator. Just no shame.
Was it a girl or a guy?
I don't know. She didn't see the act. She just saw. She just saw the result.
That's fucked.
Isn't that fucked up?
In Tennessee?
Yeah.
Damn. So that's Rachel, the one with the big booty.
Big booty nipples. Shout out.
And then where's the other one? Your other friend?
What? Emily.
Emily. Where is she?
She's in Montana.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, she's
people
like
are all over.
She's a fucking scientist. I'm about to book my flight to go see her.
Yo, Will, you got hoes in different area
No, shut the
codes.
fuck up.
You do though.
You know, dude, they're just friends. We're all just friends. Okay.
That's what they say.
I don't got hoes. I don't do hoes.
In different area codes.
I'm a respectful human being.
With your boys
Even though it doesn't
special.
fucking seem like it.
With your boys special.
My boy's special and my polos. Shirt.
Yeah, look at that means he's a nice man.
I gotta start going back to like hardcore to the gym. Why don't you come to the gym with me, dude?
I ain't got the energy.
Stop giving me excuses, fuck boy.
Dude, I really don't.
Come on, man. It's fucking right there. We'll just go.
I know, and
we'll help you out.
And I
Come on.
we'll help you out. I know, and I spend $10 a month on
I have a black card. You don't
Yeah.
even need to spend any money.
but I still do.
Then stop fucking not going. Cancel your card and fucking come to the gym with me, dude. Just do it already. Just stop being a fucking pussy and just come.
I hate going to the gym.
Dude, I don't like going either, but
It
I go.
sucks.
Yeah, well, you know what else sucks?
What?
Fucking everything.
I know. So what the fuck? I
Everything
might as well do something else. And
Remember when you got yelled at for burping?
yeah,
at the
man.
gym?
That's why I don't want to go back.
No, you just don't want to go back because you're a lazy fucking cock.
Oh man, because I hated it every minute,
Fucking.
and I felt like I wasn't even making any progress.
You were though. You absolutely were. I could tell.
I think I still look just jacked as I did when I was working out.
You're full of it. You're full of it. And just for the record, it was supposed to be no tech week, and you got a giant projector and just watched fucking movies on it.
I watched porn on it too. And I put some trippy images on it.
You fucking let me down, Jazz. We were supposed to do this together, and you just fucked me over and just didn't even try.
It's too hard.
You're too hard. Fucking dick's too hard.
Life's too hard.
Dude, a lot of people fuck me over. You're still my friend, though, right?
I mean, if that's up to you to decide.
Oh, no. Don't put that ball on my court. I don't know what
Well, I
to
mean,
do.
you're the one who's so upset about me not doing Tech Week with you.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's true.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty upset right now.
But I did attempt it.
Yeah, one day.
Did anyone else attempt it?
No. I guess
So fuck them.
that's true. I don't think anybody could do it. Jimmy's attempting not to drink.
How's he doing with that?
He's 5 days in. Are you being an asshole?
No, I'm just chilling. That's good though. I'm glad. I'm happy for him, and
No,
I
you're
really do hope that he. No, I do, because it actually is nice when you see people like stop ruining their life.
Yeah.
And maybe it gives you some kind of hope that you can do it too. You know.
Jazz, I think you can do it. I believe in you.
I wonder if I'll ever stop smoking weed.
Let's start right now.
Nah. Tomorrow.
No, let's start a pact right now.
Let's start
Blood.
a pact that we will do it later.
Let's start a pact that we'll do it.
A blood pact.
That we'll do it tomorrow.
Let's do a docking pact.
Docking?
Yeah, where we dock our penises into each other's foreskins.
You know what I was thinking? We should paint our dicks like cat dog.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be cat and you be dog, and then we'll dock, and it'll look like our penises
I'm
are
totally
cat
down with that, bro.
You like that idea?
That is sick.
Do you like looking at yourself in the fucking camera?
Yeah, no, but I'm looking more so at like the computer reflection in my glasses.
Is that because you're high?
Yeah, doesn't that look cool though?
Yeah, you look like an asshole.
Okay.
That's double tech.
Sorry, we're just trying to burn up some time here.
Yeah, I mean, we got 5 minutes left. What can we do with the last 5 minutes?
Actually, we have 7 minutes.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, it's 52. Yeah, that one's a little faster.
Oh, that one's faster.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
That is weird. What the fuck's
don't
going
like
on
that.
here?
No, I don't like that at all.
That's gonna be hard to match up the fucking audio now. What's going on?
God damn it.
All right, well, we'll figure that shit out on the post-mortem section.
Post-mortem?
Yeah. But, yeah, so what do you got going on this week, Willie?
Coming up in my life.
Yeah,
I
just
got
to day.
Got about 6 days of work ahead of me. But after those 6 days, I can say that we have more staff, and I can stop fucking working 6 days a week and at least have some time myself to do things I want to do, and maybe, play some poker and fucking whatever other endeavors I want to get into at the time.
Nice.
I'm just happy to be able to go home and fucking play some video games, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
I know. What are you going to play?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm going to go crazy. I'm just going to play a little bit. I might even just play a little bit and then fucking read. I'm really like reading. It helps.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you do much reading?
Nah. I mean, I read shit online, but...
What about writing? Do you write your thoughts down?
Sometimes, but I really didn't write much. I fucking wrote a little bit, and then I was just, not feeling it. I wrote down some of my accounts, and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
sometimes I just lay in bed, man, and I don't know what to do with my thoughts, so I just write them out.
Yeah.
It looks insane. Hold on, I'll fucking grab mine. I look like a fucking crazy person when I do it.
Are they just all scattered?
Oh, dude, there's all kinds of... Look at... This is mine.
The Steno pad.
There's some of that shit that I would appreciate if you didn't read out loud.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah.
No, some of it you can, but some of it's kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I...
Yeah, tech is a coping mechanism.
Yeah. Yeah, so when my brain is fucking going and I don't know what to do, I just start
That's
writing.
good, though. You have, like, a decent amount written in here.
Oh, yeah, some of it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a fucking...
Yeah, because you're feeling like shit. And
Yeah. I mean, it really does help, man. It does.
to write down your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, just so I don't have to fucking live with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think so much that it gets to me after a while.
I know that feeling.
Just give it a shot, dude. I even like doing it when I'm blasted. Just if I smoke a little weed and just start writing, it helps.
I know writing takes so much effort, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fucking a lot of things take effort.
I know.
Jerking off takes effort.
And nothing's really worth doing, so.
Except for this podcast. I appreciate doing this podcast.
Yeah.
You've been. What's going on, dude? You've been kind of fucking negative, dude. What's going on?
Yeah.
You want to talk about?
Kind of tired.
I feel you. What time did you get up today?
My brain's probably all fucked up from doing drugs all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That might be fucking totally true. It wasn't all weekend, was it?
No. Friday.
But I mean, it's still...
I'm a piece of shit.
No, I disagree. I wouldn't be here if you were.
Right.
I'll always stand behind you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, but according to me, I'm a piece of shit.
Well, according to me, Jazz, I'm glad to be here.
Hell
I'm glad
yeah.
that I'm alive, and I'm glad that we're doing a podcast together.
Yeah, me too.
Just for the sheer fact that I only have a couple of things to look forward to in my life at this particular point in time, and this podcast is definitely one of them. A lot of times I think about what I'm going to say and what I'm going to talk about for the week, and a lot of times I want to do shit so that I have shit to talk about on the podcast. I want to go to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
Would you want to do that with me?
I'm down with that. Is it expensive?
Cop some ticks. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. No tech week's over as soon as we end this fucking podcast. So.
Well, it's technically over right now.
Yeah, it's
we're
technically
doing the
over.
podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
We did some splatter paint too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to. That's. I called you earlier today. I wanted to finish that. You want to do that this week?
This week, probably. Yeah, probably sometime. I'm gonna be working. I got a few jobs lined up, like for the next couple of weeks. So.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll have to fit it.
Yeah, we'll
because you said the one we did it like I actually before I leave I want to go down.
Yeah, we'll check
it out. You said it looks like a background now.
Yeah.
So do you think if we take some like lighter colors and chuck it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look
like light
splats. Like some ivory, some Avery and Ivory or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, we'll do that. We should fucking record that shit too.
Yeah, let's record it and we'll fucking add it
live.
And we'll add it to the end of the next podcast, episode 5.
Dude, we'll fucking do that shit.
You feel me?
Yes, I do feel you. All right, guys. Well, we're just about hitting an hour here on the audio.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 minutes behind over here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we're just going to end it.
We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Love yourselves and each other.
Episode 5. When are we going to do the next
maybe
episode?
Friday if we got time. If not, we'll do it another time.
All right. Either Monday or Friday. Go fuck yourself. Die in a fire. Peace out.